Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, as you see, some stuff is moved, but not a lot is moved. No, that's not done. I know. I'm going to talk a little bit today. That's kind of the plan. I'm going to do some stuff. I got to figure out where I want to put the trailer. I was using it. I think I'm just going to shuffle it over that way. I might go down and turn around. I don't know yet, but I think I want to keep it semi-close to here just for the time being so that I can use the flat working space to keep doing stuff in the barn. This is not necessarily an update video. However, you will see the progress of what we managed to get done on the barn. May not feel like much when you first see it, but that's okay. That's just kind of how bad it was. And everybody that was helping me, they all work during the week. They have jobs and lives and families. And so, we got what we could done. We worked at it. We busted a little bit of ass. I wouldn't say it was crazy, but I'd say we busted a little bit of ass. Ta-da! I know. Still lots of stuff all over the place, but look, you can actually see into the floor now. Yay! Kick a couple of these here breakers on. I believe it's those two, and that'll give me lights. Yep, and then I can leave the 220 off. Fun development, by the way. I now have a massive 220 work light. Look at that big girl. So, let me tell you, this is an RV cable, an old style 220, 240, whatever RV cable. We cut one end off to fit into the plug in the wall, but then we plugged this fat stuff into this thing, and boy howdy, let me tell you, it's bright. Obviously there's lots of stuff in the doorway, so that's not really, in the bay, so that's not great. But all this stuff here is moved. I still got to find a lot of places for a lot of this stuff to go. There's a lot to do. But what I figured out was that I don't really have any storage space for anything. And so my plan for that is to drag that 4Motion Passat from around back. Now, I remember what I was trying to do now. I was trying to see what I did with my phone holder, because I know that we had both of them somewhere right there. Yeah, that way I can put you guys up and bring you along for most of the adventure. I don't know how much of everything I'll record, but I know I'm going to attempt to record all of it just because, I'm gonna talk. So while we walk back here, I want to kind of explain my absence just a little bit. You'll know I posted the tiny little 10-minute video of tightening up the last bits of Will's car, showing it running and all that. It's gone and out of here. Still not totally problem free. There's like an axle noise now, and it just fun stuff, but it's gone. It's taken care of for the most part. But I've been away from YouTube largely because I haven't necessarily had the motivation or content to come out here and try and work through the mundane. To be completely transparent with everybody, I get really overwhelmed with how bad the shop and the barn are starting to look, whatever you want to call it. I get pretty beat up about that because I go out there and I have it in my head, I'm going to go get this done, I'm going to go get that done. And then it always just turns into the biggest possible fight it can. Now, yeah, the hook is still there. It's buried in there, but that's about as good a hook as any hook I've ever seen. I think a chain will fit onto that. So the plan here, real quick, before I keep going on about all my sorrows and troubles, this car has a hole in the block, apparently. My buddy Josh sat down and chatted with me one day, and I just randomly was like, what in the hell's actually wrong with this wagon? And he said he did a bunch of work to it and didn't realize it had a hole in the motor. he put a head gasket in it thinking it had blown the head gasket because it was running pretty good, but smoking and wasn't really knocking. And that was because somehow or another, it had wedged the rod or broken the rod in a way that it was still in there, but had windowed the block and whatever. Anyway, now that I know that, this guy's going to turn into a storage unit. I don't have any intentions on putting any tools in here. I have all the intentions of packing this piece of shit full of all of the Passat parts that I have. Because I had 5 of these cars laying around, now I'm down to 3 of them because I've still got my wife's 4Motion way over there, and I've got this gold one here in the wagon we were just looking at. I still have 3 of these cars, so it's not like I'm in a rush to try and get rid of the shells that may, like this car, for example. The body's still pretty straight. Like if I end up needing doors, a trunk lid. I don't think the taillights were in bad shape. They're just kind of faded. Yeah, so like a good polish on those and those would come back. But anyway, back to my motivations and stuff. The whole problem is that I come out here and I have these plans in my head, and I walk into the barn, and I'm immediately, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I need to just go through everything, clean everything. And it's like, man, I don't want to do that. So having the boys come over and jumpstart me this past weekend for my birthday as a present to me was really awesome. And like I said in the little snippet video of me showing how cluttered everything had gotten, I'm going to attempt to keep this momentum going, and that's where this comes in. I'm going to move the trailer somewhere. I got that block of wood there on it for jamming it up wherever I put it. Just that way it don't go nowhere. These I actually want to keep over here really close to the barn, because my plan with these, I don't know if anybody knows what these are. These are the same things that I've got over there on that Jetta on the window and have on the door on the Ford. These are old vinyl sail papers for the window. They're the vinyl static cling window stickers that you would normally see at like O'Reilly's or AutoZone. I used to work at O'Reilly's, and they just kind of throw those things away when they're done with them. And I realized, watching the employee that typically dealt with it and put them up, I watched him take the paper off the back, and that's when I realized, oh yeah, they're static cling. No, they're not sticky. There's no adhesive. But if you're putting them on a piece of glass, they'll stick pretty good. There's no real trouble there. Okay, so let's turn all these fans down, and let's see if we can refrain from getting ourselves stuck. I'm gonna swing wide. I'm gonna try and come over here. I am in 4 low, so I don't have a lot of wheel speed right now, but I'm hoping I don't really need too much wheel speed. Alright, we're moving. We're shifting to second. We're getting a little bit more speed going. Now, I don't want to go too fast because I don't want to throw anything off of the back of this and have to walk all the way back out here just to pick it back up. But motivation's been a big problem. Every time I come out and I start looking at the barn, I start realizing just how bad it is, and it really overwhelms the hell out of me. And I don't mean to get that way, I promise. I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I don't want to feel beat up. I don't want to, you know what I don't want to do? I don't want to risk going too far. So we're just going to back her up here and use this big old opening behind us to, I know y'all can't see what's going on, so I apologize. But just know, if you couldn't tell, we are backing up, and we're doing it where we know the ground is nice and hard, so that we're not over here digging ourselves into a hole, because my yard gets real soft, and I actually got the Blazer buried the other day, and I wasn't even doing anything. I was actually, funny story, see these pine trees here that we're sitting right before? Well, all the way straight ahead past that far one, to the right of it just a little bit. You can't see the ruts in the ground, but they're there. I was driving the Blazer from back in the back, having took a buddy for a rip, having a little bit of a fun time. And all went well where I was in the back and had all kinds of, you know, balls to throw the gas down and spin it and get it going. But the Blazer doesn't have four-wheel drive. So once I was just trying to cruise through the yard, I ended up hitting just this ridiculously super soft patch of crap, and it was just instantly the truck nosedived. It didn't have any go left, and when it started to slip, I immediately knew that I was stuck. Like, I was stuck. I don't know if anybody's ever gotten stuck in the mud, but like, there's that moment where you're giving it throttle and you're kind of sort of creeping forward and it feels like it's doing pretty good. And then there's that moment where like all of that confidence goes away and you feel that like very specific type of slip. And you're just like, oh, well, there we go, boys. There's us. That was kind of what it was like. It was a little annoying. I just hit that shit and it was such a dead slug to the front tires. The front end nosedived. And it nosedived bad, and of course, me not having any four-wheel drive to try and overcome it, I gotta go back a little bit more. Yeah, I'm trying to get. Well, no, that's the wrong way. Go back forward a little bit, get her straightened back out. I wanted to go the other way. There we go. Now go in reverse. I'm here to tell you, reverse in low range is a brake hungry son of a gun. Yeah, I just want to kind of keep it somewhat square to the pad and all that. I think that'll do it. Okay, so I'm gonna set y'all right there so that I can go get in the way. Now, you'll notice I don't have any of the chains hooked up. It's the wrong size ball for this trailer. It's a 2 5/16 trailer, and it's a 2-inch ball. I figured while riding around the neighborhood, my yard, because my yard's as big as a small neighborhood. While riding around in the yard, it probably wasn't that big a deal, so long as I didn't put too much weight on the back side of the axles on the trailer, because it's nose heavy. It's really nose heavy. So obviously you see it didn't pop off. I haven't complained about any of that happening, but look at that. We're off. Okay. Hello again. All right, so that's just kind of going to chill there for the moment. I think what I'm honestly going to do is I'm just going to take a chain. I'm going to hook to my hitch receiver. I really need to get one of them hitch receiver swaps where I just hook a chain with a clasp to it and leave it. But I'm going to hook to the hitch receiver, and I'm going to hook to the front of that hook on the front of the Passat. And I guess we're just going to kind of hope and pray that it comes along like I want it to. Now, I really don't like this hook. Yeah, because it doesn't fit anywhere into anything. Damn, that bitch is heavy. Oh, that's why. It's half the thing. Okay. It's way less heavy now. Okay. So that's there. Just in case, I think still in here somewhere should be the chain that oh no, it's still on the other motor. Okay, I know what's happening. That's okay. We'll come over here and see if we left it on the motor before we start peeling into all that shit. I didn't. Okay, so I apparently did not leave it over here. I don't see any of it in here. See, this is the problem with being so unorganized. This is the problem with everything being all over the place, because I oftentimes, there it is, still on the damn hoist hook. Alright, so we should be able to pull that. Nope. Okay. Now we should be able to pull that just like that. And then this guy. Okay. Chain engaged. So this will let us hook to that and then just throw a hook on this, and should be pretty easy. We're gonna go after it in 4 low, just because I want the pulling torque. I don't want the wheel speed. Obviously, if you had like a diesel truck or any of this nonsense, none of this would be necessary, but this car's got flat ass tires and it's been sitting where it's been sitting for a couple of years, and I'm here to tell you, my yard is not particularly friendly to trucks being in it at all, ever. Especially over here. Usually it gets really soft on this far end of the yard, but we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and roll this window down and hang you out there so that you can watch a little bit. And just for anybody who doesn't know, drive with your mirrors. You can't drive with your mirrors, you shouldn't be driving, but I mean, I guess the argument could be made, you could tell me to be a better cameraman because I suck ass at this, but whatever. I never claimed to be a pro, nor did I ever want to be taken seriously like one, because then you have to do a good job. I ain't trying to be about all that extra life. I'm just bringing you guys along for the ride for a little bit because I'm just, I don't know, I like talking to people. Anyway. Oh no, that's not gonna be solid enough for me to, that was instantly no good. Oh, biscuits. How do I want to do this now? God dang it. I don't. I think I could try to go get some of these bolts for the front end. Is it worth pulling it from behind and then get, maybe we can just pull it from behind and we can get it out of the hole, and then maybe I can just sneak in with the gator. I know I'm always talking about that damn gator. What side's the damn hook on? I know there's a hook back here. I think it's on that right side. Yeah, because that's the exhaust right there. All right. I'm probably going to do it off camera, but I plan on coming over here with the mower and attempting to clear this spot out. My biggest gripe when we put this car here, oh, that's right, it's a fucking 4Motion, so it has dual exhaust. That's okay. There's the hook that I was looking for anyway, so we're still doing okay. Alrighty. The problem is I can't I can't mow around the side of it like I wanted. When I told, I don't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Tristan who helped me put that there, or if it was Amanda or Andrew. I have no freaking idea. But I remember telling them, hey, stay away from the fence. Give me room to get around it. And no, they did not. All right, so this one should be able to just really quick and easy. Yeah. Is it sketchy? Yeah. Do I give a fuck? No. No, I don't. What I care about is the fact that I came in here in the wrong direction for this. So we're going to have to turn them around. I'm probably going to have to start pausing the video in between all my new stuff, because we're going to end up with a 4-hour long video before you know it. And I'm not mad at that, but I don't think you guys are going to want to watch 4 hours of me just trying to move a freaking car. So if we go beyond the motivational issues and the lack of content is that I've put parts on orders, and just like always, the companies that I try to put my faith in to sell me these parts, they fuck me. They fuck me every time I turn around. So I reached out to ECS directly to the customer service and confirmed that they had the part and that they were willing to price match and this, that, and the other. And they were. And they happily set up the transaction and everything associated with it, and everything was great. And then it wasn't great, because the day came for them to charge me the money and for the day came for them to charge me the money and everything. And they pushed the damn shipping date back, not a week, but 2.5 weeks, from like October 31st or October 30th all the way out to November 13th, which is supposed to be today. They're supposed to send it for me today. And the problem is I need those particular parts. Like, they're cooling system parts for the B3 Passat. Like, I need those. Don't, like, the whole thing of me waiting so long to put the freaking car back together had to do with me needing the aluminum coolant flanges and them being so damn pricey. Well, now, not only are they fucking pricey, but apparently they're now made of unobtainium, and you can't get them. Today we'll find out just how unobtainium they are. If they push my date back again, then clearly we're going to call in and bitch and have a problem. Alright, so we're just going nice and gently. You guys watch the car. Look at that. The Hemi don't give a damn. I'm going to pop her into neutral. So I know it's not a far move or anything, but you can already see that tire's not going to be happy. This tire is also not happy. So the thought process here, I'm going to get this thing peeled back and away from the damn. Okay. I'm going to get this thing peeled back, and when we move it around to the front, once we get that far, we're going to put some tires on it that hold air so that I can not have to fight this so freaking much. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. What's going to wind up happening, let me put this in neutral. What's going to wind up happening is I'm going to end up having to go through that clearing and scrape up the side of the truck in order to get this thing far enough out to where I want it. That's okay though. This is just the struggles of having to do shit by yourself. It's not It's not really that serious. It's just slightly inconvenient. I'm gonna put a little bit of that right-hander into it. Just go ahead and kind of start it in that direction. That way I'm not messing with the boat. Ground is remarkably soft. I'm really surprised that the truck's holding into it. All right. Although I am being as gentle as what's possible. Put it back in neutral. Okay. See, 4Motion. For those of you that don't know, 4Motion is Volkswagen's all-wheel drive system. Now, the problem here is that the Passat 4Motion is not actually Volkswagen 4Motion. The Passat 4Motion is actually an Audi Quattro system. So, Deutsch Auto Works, or Auto Parts, whatever they call themselves, they did a video on it where they get cold enough temperatures to get a bunch of ice out there where they're at. And, look at us. Yep. What do we call that? Okay. So, the car is out of the hole. And as you can see, it's been here for a while. I'm actually a little surprised to not see any, like, burrows or anything. Yeah, it's a little surprising. There's something plastic over there. Let me figure out what that is. But yeah, so basically now that this thing's where it's at, I need to figure out how I'm gonna pull it the other direction. See, I'm looking at that damn tire, and I don't think that thing's gonna let the Gator do the job. I mean, I can try it. We can straighten the wheel back up, and we can even give her a little bit of left. All right, so I guess that's what we'll do. I'm actually, yeah, I'm all right with this. We got this. All right, so we're just gonna throw this over here, because when we come back with the Gator, we're gonna, all right, I'll be back. All right, everybody, we are on the Gator. We're gonna go ahead and go around the back. Although, I probably should have went the other way so that I could grab the chain, throw it in the back of the Gator, but I'm not really confident that the Gator's gonna pull this off. We're just trying it because I'm trying to be lazy, and I don't really care about this car that much anymore, so it getting a little more beat up than what it is really isn't gonna hurt my feelings. That and it gets us closer to having a clean shop again, because like I was saying, with all the Passat parts going into it, I have a remarkable amount of Passat parts, and they're all B5 stuff, B5.5, and it's all shit that needs to be taken care of. All right, so we're gonna slow her down. We're gonna pull that e-brake up. I'm gonna take a rip of my vaporizer. Smoking's bad. That's why I vape. Funny story, not to like throw my doctor under the bus, but I talked to my doctor about vaping, and his professional opinion and its effects on cancers, cancer treatments, and this and that, and all that and the other, and didn't really have much of a problem with it. He's like, man, I get it. People have vices. You got to do what you got to do to live, you know, a nice, happy, and sane life. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nope. All right. So how bad did we fuck up the yard? All right, not too bad. Not too bad. Now, I wonder if I just give it a little thump. yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're doing it. Okay. All right. So this is when we need to give it a little bit of lift. And then we need to pull the key out. Oh, we can't because it's stuck in neutral. Oh, them bitches. All right, well, maybe it'll lock the wheel. I don't know. We're not tearing the grass up, though. I'll take that. This little thing's a bad bitch when it can get traction. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gravy. We're making it. All right, we need to give it a little bit of right-hander now. Keep from crashing into the other gold car. Yes. This is how tedious it is to try and move shit by yourself. But I'm here to say I'm moving shit, so like, let's freaking go. All right. Yes, tedious is the word. Although, I want to point out, once we get this bad girl around the side and I can get it jacked up and put different tires that aren't flat, I can inflate that one, swap this and the other back one out, because it looks like the two fronts are holding fine. And I'm pretty sure I've got 3 good ones that are holding good air. So, we're going to try to see what happens. Who's going? How are we looking? Oh my God. Yeah, we're doing good. Alright. It's trying to turn itself to the right, which is acceptable. We're just gonna run all this gated over. We don't give a fuck. Fuck this tree. Okay. Oh man, I wish the camera could have given it justice for what that was just now. Oh, that was stupid. I'm about it. I love it. Now, if we're lucky, this piece of shit will hold that right hand angle for at least a little bit, and then we'll just do a wide sweep around. Oh look, we done caught up some of the fauna. Nope, I can see that wheel turning right on back. Oh. Alright. Let's give it some more right. I think this time I'm just going to start leaving the door open. I wonder, can I do the old I'm trying to keep it this way. Well, I guess we're just gonna see how far we can get it. Alright, sorry for the shoddy camera work, but we're going to try that and see if it'll hold herself, and I don't think it will, but I have hopes. Mr. Stick has come out from under us. That guy we did good for that. I'm proud of that. Like, right on over it, right on out the way. Okay. See how we do. We give it a little bump. That was a little bit more of a little bump, but oh my goodness, that's too much right-hander. Okay. That worked. And this is a workout. Okay. So, one more again. Okie dokie. But try it again. Oh yeah. I got a good feeling about this one. Let's lock that diff back in. Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Boop. Look at us. It's almost like we know what we're doing. It's actually almost about as perfect as I could have ever hoped for. Look at that ridiculousness. Oh my goodness. Well, that is like major step one complete. I'll pull this up over here. All right. Okay, so we can't pull it from the front because the front bar is not bolted to anything. Cool. Awesome. Good to know. Yeah, so looks like the two fronts are holding air, so we'll see what we can do to get up underneath of that center tow hook that I hooked to. We'll see if we can lift the whole back of the car off the ground in one shot, and then I guess we can go look real quick and see what kind of tires we've got. Like I said, I've got 3 out of 4 that are brand new. I think one of them goes flat, or is flat. I think the other 2 are still holding pretty good air. So, here's one of them. Yeah, that guy's flat. Here's the other. That guy's flat. And then the bottom 2 look like they've got good tread. This one, that's flat. Why do I have so many flat tires? That's not fair, Grandpa. Oh, God. Alright, let me set you guys. Yeah, that's good enough. Sorry about the glare and the haze. Yeah, see, all of them are fucking flat. I don't understand why. This was supposed to be a brand new set of tires, according to the kid. This one I kind of get because it's got a bend in it. A bend right there. Well, what the fuck did he do? Because this one, also one of the new ones, also flat as fuck. Does not look bent. Oh, God almighty. Alright. So it looks like, I think one of these has a hole in it because it came off the car and the car's ball joint came down and smashed the inside of the barrel. So I know that one of these wheels should not hold air. It might, but it should not. Alright, well, I don't see it in that one. And that wheel barrel looks okay. So that's going to be the guy. This one looks like absolute tragic dog shit. This one doesn't look terrible, but I guess we're just going to have to air them up and see whereabouts they're leaking. Because this one doesn't really look bad either. This one's the one that's got the hole in it with the bend. So I've got 3 wheels that theoretically should be holding air right now, and they're not. So, and hooray for me! Anyway, better than what's on there because I now have a, what do you call it? a mobile air compressor. I got one of them little Craftsman deals when I was working at Napa before I got diagnosed with my cancer, and that thing's worked a gem every time I've pulled it out. So all I really need to do is order a battery for it, which, I'll be honest, that might be something I asked for Christmas this year. Go ahead and get one of the Fat Nasty batteries for it so that I don't have to play a bunch of games trying to hunt for outlets with fuses that might pop the moment I try to do something with them. Okay. So beyond the resources of not being able to get the parts I'm ordering on time or even in a remotely timely manner, there's a lot of stuff that YouTube itself is doing. The whole AI integration thing, the IDing nonsense that's going on. YouTube as a place to be used to be a really nice platform, used to be good, and the people that were on it who took it seriously, you never really had a problem with them uploading things they shouldn't have uploaded. Everybody was pretty well on the up and up on things for the longest time, and bit by bit YouTube kept claiming that the small amount of trolls were larger than they were and things were worse than they were, and they weaseled their way further and further into this and that, and it's just like, man, I just want to use a fucking app. I don't want to go through a bunch of hoops. I don't think you need to know who I am beyond knowing that I'd pay for premium, which means they got my card number, they know I'm an adult. So it's like, why are you going to harass me? Why are you going to, I'm a premium member, leave me alone. All the stupid features, the games, the playables, all that dumb shit, none of that has any use or is of any interest to me. And I have for years sent in feedback after feedback, and I have gone to the moon and back with emails and explained in explicit, very specific, very clear, direct, conversation. It's like, no, this is a problem. This is the problem. This is why it's a problem. And it's funny because I'm not even a solid creator or anything. I have mediocre content. I have less than mediocre views. I'm not a big guy up here. I'm not ever going to be a big guy up here. YouTube is never going to push my content because I'm never going to suck their dick. And it's literally just kind of that simple. I like YouTube, but I don't like what YouTube's turned into. I don't like how they're essentially trying to be the next government. They're trying to meddle in so many things that just aren't necessary. And it's like, I'm finding it harder and harder as time goes on to, finding reasons to stay on this app. I mean, obviously, the people I am subscribed to, I love them. There's a couple of good channels. Where in the world? Sorry for the noise. Hang on. Oh, it should be off any second. I thought I had... Yeah, you can see all back here now, too. I thought I had a spray bottle with soapy water in it. But anyway, because YouTube's doing all the grimy shit they're doing, I just don't really want to be associated with it that much, and that's another part of the motivation thing, keeping me from coming out here and making videos and recording, because, I've still got all these parts that I could technically do stuff with, but it's gotten to the point where because I'm at a point where I can really only clean things up, I can't really make anything any better than what I have. There's a few things I could do that I could put the motor back together with, but it's not worth doing until I have that coolant flange and some hoses and that knock sensor that crumbled on me. Where in the hell is my bottle of soapy water? I bet you it's in the back of the damn Blazer. I'm just over here being dumb about it. Oh, that's right. Thank God that works. Love that. Okay, well, son of a biscuit, because I thought it was in here, and it's not. I mean, I could make some soapy water up, but that's not the point. The point is that I already had it made up and was, like, doing my thing. It's just an old Dawn dish soap bottle, too. It's not even like it's anything special. It should poke out, like, it should stand out against its background. But it doesn't seem to be. And that's so strange to me. Because I could have swore. I damn sure could have swore it was around here somewhere. Yeah, I know I didn't put it in there. Okay. Well, that's ridiculous. I think this was the ant poison. Yeah, that's the ant poison. I want to fuck with that one. Alright, so let's go pour some of this Purple Power in it. You know what? I'm going to save you all this. I'll be back. Alright, well, it's the Purple Power double strength, so no fancy purple color, but it should most definitely get soapy. So we're just gonna soak all this down. I'm gonna get that valve stem real good too, because you know valve stems can leak just as quick as anything else, and they'll take you down. It looks like I'm gonna lose my gloves after this, because damn cheap ass nozzle. Okay, well, I don't. Yes, I do. Yep, there's a spot. Look at that. Okay, so you see how that's bubbling right there on that bead? Let's see if we can throw a bunch of cleaner around this bead. Get it all filled in. That way we get a good picture of who's doing what. Clearly that spot right there is doing some shit. Okay, so we come in here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do for me. That's great. I'm just gonna grab this damn hammer. I'm just gonna hit that motherfucker. I don't see no more bubbles. I don't really see none anywhere else on this side. Okay, so that's kind of how you reseed a bead and a pinch. So let's go ahead and hit this back side. And we're just going to go ahead and do the Philly thing quick. And try and do it gently so that we're not really creating too many bubbles or suds on our own. Can't help all of it, but you do what you can. Because ideally, these will hold air just as good as the front ones did, which held for years of sitting where they sat, which is acceptable. We just got to make sure that we're doing our due diligence. Okay, well that's all of it in there. Let's go ahead and squeak the whole wheel down. I don't think there was any nails in any of these when I took them off to begin with, but we're going to find out. Murder on the fingers. Okay. All right, gang. Well, I think that is that's one whole wheel done. I'll tell you what we're gonna do though. I'm gonna roll this bad bitty all the way over here. I'm gonna spray that off before we put it on. Just 'cause I can. Okay. Look at all that just right on off. The clear Purple Power is some really tough stuff. I love it. Like, look at how much cleaner and more vibrant that looks. And you guys saw, I ain't brushing on nothing, I ain't scrubbing nothing. I just sprayed it on trying to find a leak. Alrighty. Same thing for the backside. Just, now don't get me wrong, I know that a lot of mud will just come right on off. But it'll also kind of stain the wheel for where the small particles of the dirt from the mud would end up hitting things in the, you know, little imperfections, little parts of the texture of the rubber itself. All right. I need a tire machine so I can take all these damn tires off and like make good sets of wheels out of this stuff. Cause I don't really care for the fact that I'm gonna have mismatched tires on a junk car. That don't bother me. But if this was something I was actively trying to put together and I just had so many different wheels doing so many different things, I think I'd be a little sad about it. All right, let's just give this a quick little from the far. Oh, I'm not even pointing in the right direction. Sorry, guys. Just want to get as much of the soap off as I can. Doesn't really need to be on there. Don't really want to track it all around the yard. Have all the weird little critters trying to lick on the tire or something stupid like some kind of window licker. I'm good. I don't need the extra conscience. Okay. Same thing. Hit that there valve stem real good. Alright, well, we don't see nothing immediately pulling out, so let's just go ahead and gently fill this bead in. Find out where our leaks are. Yep. I don't really see anything on this side. That's good. Worries me, makes me wonder why it was leaking. It's probably going to be the inside bead if we're being honest. Because if it's not the front side, it's very likely the back side. I don't think this rim took that big of a hit. Okay. Well, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and go to the back side. Switch hands. I don't see nothing on this backside neither. Okay. Well, I guess it just, for whatever reason, decided at some point that it didn't want to freaking be a tire and hold air no more. And then Ryan realized we were at almost an hour's worth of video and hadn't even gotten to the main point of what my talk was about. So, well, we touched on it. The whole AI thing is, in my opinion, pretty disingenuous to a lot of the industry. It's not that people try to... Okay, so I'll give you an example. Metal Art Customs and Never Done Projects. They've used AI to make some songs for their channel. Something that is copyright free. It sounds good. It has good melody and jingle to it. All that good stuff, right? That's fine. They're creating things on their own. They're not just relying on AI to be the basis of their channel. They are authentic people creating authentic content and are like genuinely there to interact with you if you want, right? So the problem I'm having is that there's so many people on the opposite end of that spectrum where they were not talented before AI came along. They did not have any way to be able to express themselves because, one, they could have been too stupid to learn the programs for, video editing. They could have been, uncreative and have, like bad idea after bad idea. Shit happens. But basically, being able to go to Sora and type in a handful of parameters and then critique the video as you go, and then solely relying on that is just it's kind of filthy to me. And the problem is, Google, YouTube, they're both the same thing. They're all up their own asses with their own AIs. And the thing is, AI is a lie. It's not actually AI. For those of you out there who are computer people, I'm not talking to you. You know what this is. You know where I'm going. The problem I have is that it's not actually a genuine AI. AI stands for artificial intelligence, which means that we have effectively created the equivalent or higher version electronically of a human being's brain. What does that mean? That means it can think. Well, damn. Well, damn. Cool. Okay, well, instead of making you sit through that, I just decided to go ahead and get the thing done before I fucking did 17 minutes of junk. Anyway, I don't like that Sora and other apps similar to that have empowered people who were previously talentless, who have decided to start manifesting their horrible fucking ideas into shitty slop videos that really are just driven by dumb shit and misinformation. I'm not about it. I'm just not about it. I don't care for it. I think it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so like that one's a bit more solid than the one that Randy had that day. I don't want to break this wheel. Oh, goodness. Of course, the sidewall's just all the way through, so there's no way I'm going to get it inflated to be able to, like, do any kind of fun stuff with. Oh, gosh dang it. That's the problem with not taking the wheels off for 37 years. They get all wedged on there. Yeah, that bag goes on there. Alrighty. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're actually on the other side. I got the other wheel off. And I wasn't thinking about, oh, this will work that well. So I'm going to show you what I did. I took my Johnson bar, right? And I stuck it right there in that center. And then I got it lipped up. And then I kicked it. But I think I did it like that. This wheel doesn't have that same lip, so I'm going to have to do something different. Oh, God almighty. It's always something. I'll tell you what. Y'all watch this. Maybe I'm going to be stupid. Maybe I'm going to do something smart. I don't know. But we're going to do it anyway. Oh! Look at me. Look at me. Look at the stick that was under the car. All right. Okay. So for Volkswagen wheels, get it on the hub, put your thumb at the bottom, keep the bottom of the wheel from coming out, and then jiggle, jiggle, jiggle until your lug nut starts. Once your lug nut starts, which honestly you could have grabbed the socket first and done it, but get it all in there, centered up, and just get that one in there, and the wheel stays where it's supposed to stay within, you know, X amount. Now, I'm gonna say I'm only putting 2 lug nuts back in this because it's not, we ain't driving nowhere. Even if it runs, it probably won't move. So we're just gonna hit these and we're gonna gently. There we go. That'll leave us 3 lug nuts that we didn't use on this side. Let's go ahead and come back over here. Same thing. The wheel's already off. I did the thing with the lip. Get all that shit out of here. I keep forgetting that this is an all-wheel drive car. Like, I know it's an all-wheel drive. I've said it's an all-wheel drive like 3 different times, haven't I? But then, like, I get down here and I'm like, oh yeah, it's an all-wheel drive. Like a dumbass. Okay. At least with this, it'll be easier to roll. I'm sure the Gator will struggle a whole lot less. Okay. So, just like before. There we go. Just like that. We got tires that hold some airs. Look at that. It's almost like it almost looks good, doesn't it? Like, I'll admit, the body on this one's okay. Needs taillights, definitely needs paint. But, I mean, all things considered, the car's in good shape. Like, it's clean enough that it could be fixed. I've got a title to it. I've got the key. I've got the module that I pulled out of the floorboard that can go right back in it and plug right back in with no problem. Clearly, I have lug nuts. Probably have to figure out 2 front tires for you, but we get there when we get there. I don't know. I might take a look and see what 2 of these fronts look the best, which one has been in the sun the most. And then I may go ahead and swap out that one last good one that we've got that was also leaking, but I'm not going to do that now. But basically, because of YouTube's implementation of AI and what that's done to the app And for me, it's done a lot, and it seems petty, and it probably is. But the thing is, when I was scrolling through my feed to look at different recommended videos, it would pop up these little summaries. And the problem is, if it was dark colored and stayed out of the way, it'd be fine. But the problem is, they're not darkly colored. They're brightly contrasted to the YouTube dark theme, and oh man, every time I see it, it's like the visual equivalent of nails on a chalkboard. It's so obnoxious and disrupting and distracting. I cannot explain it to you, but I think it's filthy, and there's no way to turn the feature off. There's no way to do this. There's no way to do that. So I turned my watch history off, which just completely stopped them from being able to show me shit, which is great, because now I just go to my subscriptions tab and I just look through who I like has uploaded what. And if you guys haven't uploaded something, then I don't fucking watch it. I just get right back off the app. So it's been a handful of different things that have kind of stopped me from recording things, and then it's YouTube itself and the current state of the internet and all the crazy shit that's going on with this AI nonsense all over the place. I don't want to be a part of it, don't want to compete with it, don't think I need to compete with it, so I haven't been. I've been largely just trying to focus on the last bits of my recovery. I've got one immuno treatment left, and then I switch out to observational stuff where it's just getting scanned every few months and making sure it's not making any comebacks or anything. So I've just been working on that. You know, the stress of not being able to get the parts I order. I can't be bothered to come out here and try if the world's not going to try and at least meet me halfway. The thing about the parts, this has happened before. Every time I've put in an order at ECS, they always somehow fuck up the shipping dates. They lie about it, and then they don't do anything to make it any better. They don't attempt to improve the business model to keep people happy or satisfied. They just keep doing the same shit they always do. And Summit Racing, Jegs, man, all them bitches, they all do the same shit, and it's all drop shipping. The thing is, they'll list something as in stock because the manufacturer's website lists it as in stock, when all reality it's not actually in stock. Never was. So that's how this shit actually happens. You put in an order at Summit Racing or ECS Tuning or whatever, they say parts in stock, ready to ship, and then you hit it and it's like, cool. It goes through all the motions, they give you a ship date, and they're like, all right, we'll charge you the money when the stuff ships out. And it's like, cool, no problem. And then the ship date comes and they push it back. And they don't give you a reason. And then when you reach out to them, they don't respond. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to give you any discounts. They don't want to give you any rebates. They don't want to give you coupons for the next time, if there's a next time. It's like, man, I'm getting so tired of just struggling to get parts. It's like, why? At what fucking point has it got to be so goddamn hard for me to spend money? Goddamn, everything in this world is so fucking expensive, and everything's such a pain in the ass, and there's all this dumb shit drama about everybody struggling harder than they did with their parents did when they blah, 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 fucking blah. Yes, life's hard. Why make it harder? If you're gonna fucking ship something on time, ship something on time. Because I swear to God, you fucking dopey bitches just kill me every fucking time. There's no need whatsoever to get all these people out there, get them, trusting you with their money, their card numbers, their information, and then all of a sudden you can't provide what you said you had. And it's like, God damn, man. Mishimoto did this shit to me with a radiator, and then Summit did it to me with the same radiator, and then Jegs did it to me with the same radiator, and this is like the third or fourth item that this has happened on, and it's like every time I order something, shit just doesn't go the way it's supposed to go, and I'm getting to a point where I'm tired of fucking dealing with it. And all of that collectively just affects my desire to want to fucking come out here and struggle bust through this shit. It's like there's no need to make life worse, but here they are. They're just fucking it up with their own little bit of flavor, and it's just like, God damn, leave me out of it. Just, for the love of God, leave me the fuck out of it for once. Look at that guy. That's a badass looking tick right there. Yes, sir. Oh, that's a mean looking. I ain't got nothing on me to kill it with. I ain't crushing it with my shit. Whoa. Y'all see that? Look at that boy. Oh, oh. Come on, focus back in on it. Focus. Focus. It's gone forever. I think that's a beetle. I don't think that was a tick. Looked like a weird ladybug. But anyway, knowing what you know about why I haven't posted so much, I might keep posting. I might wait a while again before posting again. I don't know. It really just depends on how it goes. It's getting colder and colder, and my barn is one drafty bitch, and so unless I'm having an emergency and I have to be outside to do something, I really don't like working outside during this part of the year. I'm okay with the cold on average, because usually I can put enough on to keep warm, but like, ever since my surgery, I don't handle the temperature swings as much. Being too hot in the house at 72 degrees and then coming outside and being freezing cold at 60, it's like, man, it's a hell of a tight range on what I can put up with anymore. And I know that sounds like some old man shit, and I don't mean it to, but it's gonna take time for me to get back to where I'm feeling good enough and I guess spry enough for all the shit that I used to do, because oh man, it's a beatdown on the average day. This right here, I already feel like I want to go take a fucking nap, and that's terrible. Anyway, the whole reason I'm moving this car, like I said, is I'm gonna turn it into storage. I'm gonna put all my Passat parts in here, and I'm gonna use these. Probably the roll where I can peel the paper off myself. I'm gonna use those, and I'm gonna put them on all the windows. I'm actually gonna take and see if I can get these inserts here out. These are super duper rare WeatherTechs, and I'd love to put them over on Amanda's car, because they're just the fronts. The fronts are the same doors on the wagons and the sedans. It's the back doors and this hatch that are truly different. But, you know, the whole thing here is, if I peel all this stuff out of here, I can fold the seats forward. I can leave the driver's seat clearish. Everything can flatten down. All this rat shit and droppings and everything, I can get all the stuff out of here. Just throw it in the fire, get it burning. Basically all the plastics I've got, all the air boxes, all the airbox parts, all the different razzle dazzles, everything's going to go into this car. So we'll probably do a video on that if I decide to do another video. I'm not going to do it today. Today's goal was truly just to get the wheels on it and get it moved and get it out of there. I have intentions on going over there with the mower, but after seeing how soft it is back there with the truck and the gator, I'm not going to try it, because that mower with the turf savers on it, it just slicks up with mud and gets stuck real fast, and I mean real fast. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from on the whole AI thing, because I don't want to make anybody feel bad. You know, people who use it to spice their dish up, that's one thing. But people who use it to completely generate slop from start to finish, that's where I kind of draw my line. And that's where I feel like it's disingenuous to the industries that work really hard every day to produce their content. And you know, it just... YouTube summarizing videos, that's disingenuous to the creators on YouTube, because the moment their video is summarized, the average person like me is like, oh, well, you know, now I don't really need to watch it. And so at that point, you end up having channels who get less views just because you got to read the general gist of the video and be like, oh, well, I don't really think I like this. I'll admit, there's videos where I've watched them and I've not known what direction they were going, and it takes a left that I wasn't expecting, and then I'm all caught by surprise and off guard, and it's like, oh, well, god dang, look at that, oh man, shit show. But it's like, it's kind of like TV programming. I know that TV programming has like a certain flavor to it, doesn't get but so extreme, doesn't do this, doesn't do that, and I know that sometimes YouTube content does, and it is that extreme, and it does take that left that nobody's expecting, but the genuine fun of it is that you've not seen it. You're watching it new. Unless you see something at some point in the video where you're like, I don't think like if you see which left it's about to take and you're like, oh yeah, you know, I don't really think I want to be here for this one. I'm going to skip this guy. It's like, okay, cool. let me figure that out for myself. Don't summarize the fucking video and take the fun out of watching it for the first time. Like, leave me alone. I'm not trying to be rude. I know that technically this is a free app if you want it to be, but I pay for this shit. And I pay for them harassing me over this shit. It's just, like I said earlier, all of the stupid features. YouTube TV. I'm watching YouTube because I don't want to watch TV. I don't want to put the television on and watch some stupid fucking movie or some dumbass sport that I don't care about. Like, I don't play basketball. I don't watch basketball. I don't play football. I don't watch football. I don't do these things, and I don't watch these things. So it's like, leave me alone. Every couple of weeks, every few months, it's like YouTube's got to go through the reel again, where they got to remind me of all the shit that I'm ignoring. And it's like, motherfucker, I know it's there. I am intentionally clicking not interested on each of these things as well. Like, hardcore. When they pop up the playables, I individually click not interested on every single playable tile that they put in it. But then I additionally, once I run out of tiles, I hit not interested on the whole damn genre. And somehow, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, YouTube's like, oh, do you know that we have games? And it's like, yeah, motherfucker. Are you aware that I've told you they're stupid and they suck ass and leave me the fuck alone a billion times? Yes, I have. And have you? No, you haven't. I know it sounds petty, but it's like, YouTube for a long time has been doing too much. They've been coming out with stupid fucking features that nobody's asking for. They've been coming up with dumb shit ideas for years on how to spice the app up, not realizing for half a second, nobody needs it spiced up. Try not harassing us with ads every 10 seconds. Try not hitting us with unskippables every 2 minutes. It's like, bro, let us watch the fucking creators that we want to watch. And let us do our goddamn thing. You know, I get it. If I'm up there raising hell, causing problems in comment sections, okay, fucking ban me for a couple of days. Ban me for a fucking couple of weeks. I don't care. But if I'm just watching videos the way you guys originally intended the fucking app to be, and I understand YouTube's been bought out by Google, it's not the original owners, I know that. But the whole idea is YouTube needs views. The more views they get, the more they can sell the fucking idea that advertisers are going to get sales based on their content being seen. When you keep coming up with dumb shit idea after dumb shit after dumb shit after dumb shit idea, eventually you start chasing your fucking people away, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't want to leave YouTube as a platform because, again, I've been a premium member for like a decade. And I've been paying for this shit for like a decade. So I want to see my investment, all the years of me giving them hard-earned money, finally pay off, and the fucking content not be slop, the content not be dumb shit that I'm not here for. It's like playables again. I keep bringing this up because I think it's so fucking stupid. My whole problem with playables is that I've got a $500 fucking PlayStation 5. I got a $300 Xbox Series S. I got a fucking $500 Steam Deck. Do you motherfuckers think I want to come to your shitty fucking app and play your stupid 2D side-scrolling dumb shit games? You fucking kidding me? Why would I not just do that directly on my cell phone and actually go for like global achievements or some fucking real purpose that could potentially net me some fun? Why have me do it on a fucking app that's not meant for it? Like, I get it. There's lots of gaming content on YouTube. Lots of creators who live stream their game playing and then upload edited versions and videos and all that stuff. I get that. That's cool. But fucking YouTube, I'm not here to play your stupid fucking games. Like, literally or figuratively. No, I'm just not. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm here for. It's like, you people just don't understand. Get the fuck away from me. I already pay you the money I'm gonna fucking pay you. I pay you exactly what I'm willing to pay you, which is fucking uninterrupted ad-free service. And if you faggots can't fucking do that shit for me, the hell am I supposed to do about it? Am I supposed to be happy and keep fucking encouraging people to come back to that? Fuck no. I tell people to go to Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is mostly live stuff, but I'll tell you what, I'll live stream doing all this shit just as quick as I'll record it. Damn sure will. And the bad part is, Twitch has reasonable structures for beginner content creators to actually make some kind of a reasonable income off of it. They don't set ridiculous, unachievable things. You get a handful of watch hours each week, you qualify. You're good to go. With YouTube, they need all kinds of extra jumping through fucking hoops and dumb shit that just don't... It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You harass me for all the stupid shit you want. You harass me for all the dumb shit features you have. And then when I finally pay you the fucking money, you keep doing it. And it's like, goddamn, just leave. Get the fuck away from me. Stranger danger. And that's the problem with advertisers. And this is a segment more for anybody who's thinking about advertising. If you think about reaching out to my channel for a sponsorship, you better understand, I'm not going to be fucking nice about you. I'll explain your product, and then I'll give an honest opinion of it. I damn sure will. But I'm here to tell you, I think most of you people are fucking stupid, and I don't think it's going to be worth a fuck. And you're going to be paying me to talk shit to you. And I'll fucking do that for free right here, right now. Dear advertisers, dear all advertisers, from all you Chinese motherfuckers that don't understand a lick of English and treat every single video like it's some kind of super hardcore sales pitch, to all you Hindu guys that call me 1,000 times a day trying to get my fucking Medicaid or Medicare information, not even truly understanding that half the fucking people you call don't qualify. It's just a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time. Leave me alone. To all the people who pay for YouTube advertisement slots and Facebook advertisement slots, I'm here to tell you, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not interested. If it's on the fucking internet and you paid a website to post it, no thank you. I only care about word of mouth. If someone I know hasn't told me that you're good, or that your product's good, or that your food, or whatever the fuck you're selling is good, I don't give a shit what I see on the internet. I don't care. Google is hilarious because they claim that they're going to give targeted ads. You sign up with Google so that you can get shown to people that might actually have an interest in you. Google. I've been a member of Google for 20 fucking years. And for 20 fucking years, I've not clicked on a single ad. Sounds real targeted, doesn't it? Anyway, the long and short of it is, I love YouTube as a platform because it gives people a way to spread their knowledge, their experience, to share their lives in capacities that I don't necessarily agree with, all the way to the capacities that I fall in love with. YouTube is a place where people like you and me can come and express themselves within the realm of realism. There's no porn, there's no nudity. I should keep my cursing down, but I get pissy and I don't really care about what anybody hears or thinks. I have my opinions of things. I honestly am a fan of modesty. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a lesbian. I don't care if you're one of them fucking transformers. I don't give a shit. What I give a shit about is that you should be modest about it. You shouldn't shove it down my fucking throat, and you shouldn't expect me to give a fuck. And you damn sure shouldn't call me names because I didn't ride your dick or your mangina or fucking whatever you want to call it. I'm allowed to not agree with you and then just ignore you. I'm allowed to do that. I'm not out here advocating for or against anything or anyone except modesty. Be modest. Keep your fucking stories to yourself if you know that you're trying to get a rise out of people. Like those fuckers on Facebook. I had to get off Facebook years and years and years and years ago, too many damn times, because every time I turn around, someone I went to school with would start crying about some mediocre, non-issue, dumbass situation. And it's just, I couldn't resist but go up there and be like, what the fuck about your life is so hard? Like, bitch, you got a kid and a man that pays for your house and puts food on the table and makes sure that you get to sit there and watch your fucking soap operas all day. Like, yeah, I've heard him complain about you not washing dishes or vacuuming the fucking house or doing any goddamn thing whatsoever. It's like, fuck yeah, I heard about that. Tell me about what's so hard about your fucking life. And I would just cause problems, and I'd get banned, and I'd get put in Facebook jail back before Facebook jail was what it is. But the point is, I had to get off of that shit because people go up there and they try to whine and cry to the world for everybody to have sympathy for them. And it's like, man, I've got shit going on in my life. I'm not asking anybody for sympathy. I'm just asking everybody to kind of understand. I might walk a little slower now. I might have to take a break a little more often. That's like workplace requirements. That's not me fucking asking the world to feel sorry for me. Like, look at all this. Even having had my leg cut open and all this bullshit and recovering from a pretty major fucking surgery all within the 12 months of it happening. Because remember, I got cut open in March, end of February, beginning of March. I haven't even made it a full 9 months past that. Or at least if I have, I just made it. And I've managed to keep the grass cut. And I've managed to kind of try and get some of this other stuff back in order where it needs to be. And, you know, shit like just now, taking 2 or 3 hours and just accomplishing something. But I'm not up on Facebook telling people that I'm out here complaining and struggling and trying to get... Fuck no. I'm keeping this shit to myself because I'm a grown-ass man. Because I understand what modesty is. I understand that nobody really needs to know anything about me unless they need to know it about me. I'm not going out there telling the world my problems, and I'm not going out there telling them my business. And I strongly recommend that people start doing that again. Start keeping your fucking cards close to your chest. Stop trying to act like everybody you meet is going to be your next best friend, because they're not. They're not. They're going to take advantage of you. They're going to fucking run you through the ground. They're going to talk shit about you behind your back. And I can tell you, it's not a fun time. It's one of the greatest things in my life to have gotten to my mid-30s and, like, just naturally started to rise above that bullshit. Sometimes you get sucked into it here and there and you can't help it. You have a few moments, but, like, shit happens. I know I have temper problems, and random wild things just set me off, and I start fucking screaming about it. And it's like, I know better. I damn sure know better. But what am I going to do about it? Just try to do the best I can. But I'm not going to cry about it to the internet. Everything that you put on the internet, every conversation, every complaint, every compliment, everything you put on the internet, someone somewhere is looking at it, and they're taking that information and they're selling it to somebody else. And that's why things are as bad as they are. It's not really a competition to literally get your money out of your wallet anymore. Now it's a competition to capitalize your time. Your time represents money, and they know that. And, you know, this AI shit fucking up views and being flat out wrong, and sometimes even dangerously wrong, it's not acceptable. And YouTube doesn't seem to want to do anything to make it better. They just keep shitting on all of us, and they keep making things worse. And it's just like, you know, fuck you guys. I don't care. I'll participate when I fucking feel like it. Like, if one of these rants one day finally kicks off some kind of viral movement, like, okay, cool. But I don't think that'll ever happen. This is me just complaining about my perspective. And the thing is, my isolation down here has played a big part of this, where I've been sitting by myself. I've been stuck with my thoughts. And a lot of these things have just been right in the forefront of my head, where they really didn't need to be at any point, but they are, and they were. And it was like, all right, well, this sucks, but what can I do? You know, well, I can stop participating. I can post less videos. I can watch fewer videos. I can stick to my handful of subscriptions. I can try to maintain friendships and working relationships, but I can't keep, you know, I can't keep sticking my mouth up to the feeding tube. I'm not trying to deal with the slop no more. So forgive me if anybody has been offended by anything I've said. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to share my opinions when I feel like it. I'm here to show you what I'm doing with my day. If you don't want to see what I'm doing with my day, don't fucking watch it. It's that simple. I'm not out here for clout. I'm not out here for ratings. I'm not out here for money. I'm out here because, you know, at the end of the day, there's people out there like me that struggle just like me, who are very isolated from their surroundings just like I am. And honestly, these videos, when I go down these pathways and get on these tangents, a lot of times it's for them, because I know that I'm a very uniquely opinionated person on the average day, and it's not news to me that some of my ideas are extreme, some of my ideas are mean, some of them are hateful. It's like, yeah, well, you know, when you look at the state of things, that's my reaction to it, because I just don't have the enthusiasm to give people the benefit of the doubt anymore. That might be because I had a rough growing up. That might be because people tried to stiff me left and right when I was an amateur, mobile mechanic. That might be from everybody giving me hell as a fucking, clerk at a convenience store. That might have been working for asshole after asshole. It might have been a lot of things that got me to this point, that's got me this mad and this angry on the average day. But I'll tell you what, I don't really want to put any of that shit on anybody. I'm well aware that I'm a negative person. I'm well aware that I'm cynical as hell inside of my mind, but I'm also well aware that I have a lot of experience of dealing with shit. And that's where these heart-to-heart moments come from. It's like, there's people out there that struggle. There's people out there that have it way worse than me. Medicines for their cancers hurt them. They're older than me. They're not as strong as me. They're not as young as me. They're fucking, they're just feeble. And the medicine makes it worse. And it's like, I don't want to stand here and act like at any point my suffering is unique to me, because it's not. It's the world's suffering. I'm experiencing the same shit everybody else in the world experiences. I get a little bit of anxiety. I get some panic from time to time. I stress like everybody else. I mean, we're all on this shithole together. It's kind of what I'm getting at. Whether you want to be some weirdo, or if you want to be a normal guy, or if you want to be a fucking, a more new wave kind of guy, I don't care. Just be modest about it. Don't go out acting like a dumbass. Don't be a fool. Have fun. Definitely have fun, but like don't do it at other people's expense, and don't try to force your ideals and your beliefs down people's throats just because you believe them. It's not your job to convince the world of anything. It's your job to enjoy your life. Just remember that. But anyway, I have wasted an hour and 34 minutes by the end of this, so thank you much for watching. I hope you were entertained. Thank you for keeping me company while I decided to work on the Passat wagon storage unit situation. It's going to be a good time, I think. I really hope that basically I can get it loaded up, get all of the vinyl cut out for the windows, and basically keep the sun off of everything, and then I'm going to park it under a tree somewhere and let the shade take care of it. But anyway, guys, thanks again. I love y'all. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.